Hello, everybody. How are you doing across the world? My name is Michelle Chiam, and welcome back to another amazing session of Michelle Chiam's Tarot. Now, today, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I had a channel message for the chosen ones. Yes, you are chosen. No, you're not crazy. Okay? And I wanted to talk about, just for a brief moment, how you can identify if you're chosen. And I'm going to give you some more messages when I finish playing this song, okay? I always play music. Um, I always play music before I get into my readings or my videos, okay? Now, I do not own the copyrights to this music, and this song is by Lizzo, and it's called Special, featuring SZA. And this song is dedicated to you, okay? Woke up this morning to somebody judging me. No surprise they judging me. Don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm just acting up. I'm crass as fucking never saying sorry. Found out in the end that I can only do it for me. You call it sensitive and I call it superpower. You just like empathy cause you think it gives you power. All I know is only God can judge me. I don't hide my heart, I wear it on me. I'm used to feeling hollow. So I thought that I'd let you know. In case nobody told you today, you're special. In case nobody made you believe, you're special. Well, I will always love you the same. You're special. I'm so glad that you're still with us. Broken, but damn, you're still perfect. You're special. Oh. Alright, let me tell this joke and then we're going to get on with this message, okay? A woman asks her friend, how are your kids getting on now? Fine, comes the reply. My oldest boy grew up to be a doctor. The second grew up to be a teacher. And my daughter grew up to be a lawyer. What about your youngest boy? How's he doing? He grew up to be a thief. He lives at home with us still. So you mean to tell me that you let your three decent kids fend for themselves and kept the black sheep of the family at home? Isn't that wrong? No, of course not. He keeps us supported financially. The other three are all unemployed. And you know what? I want to encourage you, okay? If you know that you are chosen and you're in a place in your life, even though you're not where you know you should be, that you know that you're not where you should be, not because of your own doing, but because of your enemies' doings. They kept blocking you all your life. They kept blocking you all your life. And so you're in a position where you don't have the finances that you know you should have. You don't have the career that you know you should have. You've been trying for a long time. But it seems like every time you try, you got somebody hating on you or blocking you. It's okay, boo-boo. It's okay. Because your time is coming. We're getting ready to come into a season where all those who have hurt you, who have abused you, and I'm talking to a specific group of people that as you was a child, someone molested you in your family. Someone stole your innocence. Someone bullied you in your family and they were close to you. They tortured you as a child. They made you do things that were not right. Okay? I'm talking to those who have growing up been raped and molested over and over and over again. I'm talking to those who are the black sheep of their family, and the family doesn't even want to be bothered with them. I'm talking to those who family members have been ashamed, certain family members have been ashamed to be seen with you in public. Because either they thought you looked weird, or they just didn't want to be recognized as your family member. Let me tell you, it's okay. You know why that happened to you? Because you had to go through all of that hell and high water. Because you are special. You were created for a higher purpose. And that pain that you went through, that devastation that you went through, that bullying that you went through is going to serve a purpose for you. It's going to serve a purpose. All of that negative, evil stuff that happened to you, that's your money maker. If you a rapper, if you a songstress, if you a writer, if you want to become an author, I'm telling you, now is the time to do it. Why? Because you're getting ready to be a world-renowned author. You're getting ready to set up your legacy so you can be a world-renowned rapper. And when it's all said and done, you're going to be one of the greatest rappers that ever lived. If you are the person that never fit in, you went to school and always tried to make friends, but nobody wanted to make friends with you because they thought they were better than you and you were beneath them, I'm talking to you. And then there are some of you who have been raped and molested. You tried to tell your story to your family. Some laughed at you because they thought it was funny, or they laughed at you to cover up from facing the truth, right? Many didn't even believe you were raped and molested. Some thought you were lying, right? I'm talking to those who at a young age was snatched out of their parents' home by Child Protective Services. Because you had parents who were irresponsible in raising you. Or you had parents who you confided in and told them so-and-so raped you or molested you. And so that parent chose the other person over you. And so somehow Child Protective Services, they heard your story somehow and they removed you from the home. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to those who were tortured in a way like, for example, with me when I was a child, I was put in a deep freezer, butt naked. And someone sat on that freezer and made me freeze. Torture like that. And I know it sounds crazy, but I know that someone else identifies with my story. And if you do, guess what? You're chosen. Yeah, you're chosen. I'm talking about the type of torture where you're locked up in the bedroom with nothing to eat, while your parents are at work. And you stay in there all day long. And then you get out of the room when your parents come so that the abuser doesn't let the parents know what really was going on. If that happened to you, you're chosen. And if you have similar stories to what I'm talking about, you're chosen. I'm talking about those who have had consistent suicidal thoughts as a child going to school. It could be an elementary school, middle school, high school. And you were bullied, but you was the most kind-hearted person. You gave people, the clothes off your back. You helped people. You loved people. You didn't judge people. But you still got bullied. You were the person who had to sit at the lunch table by yourself. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you where there were people who saw the greatness inside of you, but yet they chose to ignore it and call you crazy. I'm talking to a person who has went into the psych ward, right? For whatever reason, they went into the psych ward. And your family all your life has been gossiping about you and calling you crazy, saying you deranged, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the person who still yet today has not gotten an apology from anyone who has ever hurt them. And if they apologize, you knew in your heart of hearts they weren't really sincere. And how did you know? Because after they apologized to you for that certain thing, they continue to hurt you over and over again. I'm talking to you. You're chosen. You have a higher purpose on this earth. And yes, I know it hurts that people don't invite you to family functions. It hurts. Yes, it hurts that you were bullied, and sometimes you still getting bullied. And a lot of y'all are getting bullied for things you can't even help. Like me, I have Crouzon syndrome. What does that mean? When a child is born, their bones don't come together all the way. Their eyes bulge out. They're hard of hearing. They're shorter than most people, and they have teeth problems. And so I used to go to school, and people used to talk about me and dog me out and bully me. Just because of the way I look and the way God created me to look. It hurt me so bad that I attempted suicide several times when I was younger. But it never worked because God wasn't finished with me yet. God had a greater purpose in my life. And see, I remember, like I told this story before, I was in the hallway, I was in high school, I was at my locker room, and I was at my locker, and one of my peers came up to me and said, Keisha, I heard you got superpowers. And they was doing it to bully me and thought it was funny. But you know what God did to turn that situation around? Woo, 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 woo. God works in mysterious ways. He gave me superpowers. What are my superpowers? I can see into the past, the present, and the future. I can see into people's lives. I can unveil their secrets. I'm a psychic. I'm a prophet. Whatever you want to call me. I call myself a spiritual leader. But this is what I am. And many, for the last couple of years, I have known this, even in my family. I've told, I got a gift. I got to give. And this same gift got me sent to the psych ward. And then one time, I went to go visit a family member. And this family member, for some reason, always got to keep stuff going all the time. And every time I turned around, it felt like they were hurting me. And I couldn't understand why. I'm like, I ain't do nothing to them. And then when they would do one thing, I would forgive them. Then they do another thing. And then I came to the point where, okay, they keep doing shit. So I'm in a place where my heart is hardened. But that don't mean that I don't love them. I just don't like their ways. And I know they're my enemy. I went to go visit them, and they said to me, they said, my real name is Keisha. They said, Keisha, you got an anger problem, right? And my dumb behind thinking I really don't have an anger problem. My anger is with you because me and this family member had so many issues between us. And they done so much to me that I was angry at them for a lot of things that they did to me. But they tried to flip the script on me, right? But I told them I was angry because of them and their ways, right? So they took me to the hospital and we sitting there talking to a nurse, and the first thing that come out my family member mouth was, she said she a prophet. She said she a psychic, right? Because she was trying to get me admitted back into the psych ward. But the thing about it is this family member knows that I'm gifted. They just don't want to feed into it. They know I'm gifted. And so they tried to block me all my life. Even to this day. I mean, we cordial right now for the moment. But so much stuff has happened to me over the years that I became traumatized. So now I'm like, okay, what else are they going to do? And I'm speaking to you. I want you to know, yes, you have a fear within you, a revealing to the world who you truly are. Yes, you've been traumatized because your enemy has been constantly messing with you, fucking with you all your life. They fuck with your money, they fuck with your children, they fuck with your household, your living arrangements. Some even want to make you homeless. You have enemies right now that want to see you die. They literally want to see you die and wipe you off the face of this earth. But let me tell you something. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up against you shall be condemned. Your enemies are getting ready to be dealt with. And you're getting ready to be known publicly. I apologize for every hurt and pain you've been through. But let me tell you something. Don't you dare run. Don't you dare hide no more who you are and the greatness that you possess on the inside of you. It's time out for allowing your enemies to overpower you. Tell your story. Start telling your story. Make it into a book. Make it into a song. Make it into a poetry. If you read tarot cards, make a tarot video and tell your story. Because you never know who has been through what you've been through. You never know who you can inspire. Many have been jealous of me for a very long time. And they're not jealous of me because I have materialistic things. No. I'm the poorest person you ever want to know. But I'm the richest person you ever want to know. Hey. I don't live in houses like some of my family members do. I don't drive a car. I don't have a husband like some of my family members do. I was not fortunate enough to go into the Army or the Navy. But I say I am the richest person because I have love. Because I have boldness. Because I am loved. Because no matter what I went through, I still survived. And I thank God that I survived because I'm here to tell my story to you. You're chosen. It's time for you to stop being afraid. It's time to stop being afraid of your families and your friends and scared of what people are going to say about you. When I first became a psychic, I was scared. Because I came from the church. And I was scared, and I admired a lot of people. But then I turned around after a couple of years. I'm like, what the hell am I being scared of? This is who God created me to be. And everybody ain't going to believe in your gift. But God is getting ready to raise up people. And you don't even see this coming. God is getting ready to raise up people that's going to come and support you and overflow into what you are creating. It's time out for allowing your enemy to win. Tell your story. Break that generational curse. Break it. Too many families allow rape and molestation to happen, and then don't nobody want to speak on it because the person that did it is a functional member of society. Or there's somebody that everybody looks up to. But what about you and your pain and your hurt and what you've been through? Don't you matter? And you may never get a genuine apologies from your enemies. It's okay. But you know what? God is building up a season for you starting this year where He gonna make you so worldwide known or publicly known. And He's getting ready to put you in a position where you're gonna have more money than you ever dreamed of. He's going to put you in a position where your business is going to be well known. And you're going to surpass a lot of your family members. And so they're going to put you in a position like the Bible says about Joseph, where his brothers and his father had to come and beg for food. They get ready to put you in that position. All those that did not believe in you, oh, to hell with them. All those that bullied you and never came and gave you an apology, to hell with them. To all those who you ever dated and they used you, they cheated on you, they gossiped and lied on you, to hell with them. You're getting ready to get fresh, brand new people. And these people are going to be people of importance. These are going to be people that your family members could never reach. But when they see you reach them, they're going to be sitting there like, whoa, wow. They're going to be shocked. And they're going to be regretful and hurtful that they didn't pick up that phone to check up on you every once in a while. That they didn't get in their cars to come see you or invite you to their house. They're going to be feeling remorseful that they did not consider you as family. Or people that pretend to be your friends, they're going to feel guilty. God is getting ready to turn the tables. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. You're last now, but you're getting ready to be first. Come out of that scared box. It's time to come out. Your enemies don't have more power than you do. You're crazy. You got more power than they do. And whatever gifts and hidden talents you have on the inside of you, it's time to stop making excuses and start using them. Because these hidden talents and gifts are getting ready to make you rich and famous. You may not be the type of famous where all celebrities know you or the whole world know you, but you're going to be well known amongst many people. Many people are going to admire you. Many people are going to love you. And everything that was stolen from you as a child on up to now, it's getting ready to give back to you double fold, triple fold, zillion fold. You are loved. Don't let the enemy tell you you ain't. And I'm not talking about the enemy Satan as in the spirit. No, I'm talking about your enemies walking in the flesh. I'm talking about your enemies, those that act like you don't even exist. Yeah, I'm talking about those. I'm talking about those who have tried to destroy you over and over again. Yeah, those. They're your enemies. And if anybody ever bullied you and never came and apologized, oh, don't worry about them. Because God is getting ready to set you up. And all these people are going to be regretful. And if you don't believe me, keep living and see what God is getting ready to do for you. You are a world changer. Stop hiding. You are supposed to be a legend in your own right. Don't sit there and allow, because your family members were too weak to deal with the sexual molestation and talk about it and heal from it and go to therapy and hold that family member or family members or people accountable. Don't you hide because they were too weak to do what you're getting ready to do, break that generational curse. Tell your story. And yeah, you're going to get some backlash. So, but you're going to also be healing somebody. You're going to also be delivering somebody. You're going to also be setting someone free. And this stuff can be going on right now with proper children somewhere around the world. Teenagers. And maybe they're going to see this video and know that they're not alone. And if you're currently going through this, while you're in your pain, tell your story. Don't you shut up. People been shutting me up all my life. Keisha, shut up, you crazy. No, Keisha, don't tell that story. I remember years ago I tried to start a YouTube video about my children and I have a Cruzan syndrome. And I had certain family members, why would you put them on YouTube and do that to them? They felt like I was trying to embarrass my children. No, I was trying to encourage other people who had Cruzan syndrome to know that it's okay to be different. You're gorgeous, you're beautiful in your own right. And a lot of times when you are created and to be someone who is inspiring and encouraging and who is the star, you have to stand alone sometimes. And you will be criticized. But guess what? All those who criticize you, they get ready to be sorry. Because you special. And guess what? You a legend in your own right. And guess what? God is getting ready to stand you up and make you publicly known. And he gonna make all your enemies your footstool. And it's gonna be so juicy. I can't wait to see this movie in the movie theater. I'm telling you. Come out of your box. Tell your story. If you do it through music, tell it. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Don't. Whatever your shortcomings are, take them shortcomings and do what you know you have a passion for. And be bold in it. You still beautiful. You still gorgeous. If you got one dang on eye, you still gorgeous. Guess what? I got eyes that go one way one time and one way another time. And I know y'all seen them on these videos. But I'm still beautiful. I'm still pretty. And I don't need nobody to tell me I'm pretty. I celebrate my own self. So I just came on here to let you know you're chosen. I told you part of my story. I told you what happened to me. And I have more to tell of my story. And I was scared to come out with this story because I know people are watching me on YouTube. And I know I have some family members who are watching my YouTube channel and watching my video. And I want to say, peekaboo, I see you. Guess what? It's okay. Keep watching me. Keep watching me. Because where God is getting ready to take me, none of my haters coming with me. It's time for you to shine now. It's time to be who God created you to be. You're chosen. You're not crazy. I don't care if you went to the psych ward over and over again. You're not crazy. Let's say you hear voices, but you know you have psychic or prophetic abilities, but then you keep doubting yourself because everybody around you say, oh, you crazy, you schizophrenic, you bipolar, you psychotic. But you know you're not, and you know that you have a gift. Don't feed into everybody else. People call you crazy and they try to dumb you down because they see the greatness on the inside of you. Maybe you're an artist and you draw certain things that most people wouldn't draw. Like you might be a drawer, a vision I'm getting, you might be a drawer, but you tell your family story, the heartbreaking story, and you the most amazing drawer. But then you got family members telling you, why you doing that? You shouldn't do that. And then they sit there and they talk down to you and put you down and you put your paintbrush down. Why? Because somebody told you you was crazy. Or somebody told you don't do that. Don't tell our business. And in the black community, a lot of people be like, don't tell our business. Why not? Set people free. And I'm grateful I'm telling this because I'm tired of hurting over this. And one of the reasons why I can't stop hurting over this is because of the simple fact that when these people hurt me, they never apologized. But you know, it's okay. Because God blessed me in a marvelous way. I have something they don't have. Woo, woo. I'm gifted. Woo, woo. Y'all keep watching me. And when God is getting ready to take me, y'all gonna be like, wow. And this is for all the chosen people. Your address is getting ready to change. And it's gonna shock you. Your forever person is getting ready to come. And they're gonna shock you. That financial increase you've been desiring, you get ready to get more than what you asked God for. More. You get ready to be a multi-millionaire, a billionaire. There are some trillionaires, if that's even a word. But you gotta come out the box. Yes, you're chosen. No, you're not crazy. Don't let your daggone it enemies call you crazy. Don't. I love you. And I support you. And I believe in you. And I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry you got hurt. But turn that hurt into pain. And know that favor ain't fair. And God get ready to flip the script. Woo woo. I love you.
Could you imagine a world where everybody's the same and you could cancel a girl cause she just wanted to change? How could you throw fucking stones if you ain't been through a pain? That's why we feel so alone, that's why we feel so ashamed. I'm used to feeling alone, so I thought that I'd let you know. In case
special.
In case nobody made you believe you're special. Well, I will always love you the same. You're special. I'm so glad that you're still with us. Broken, but damn, you're still perfect. I know that I'm not alone.
I know I'm not alone, baby.
I thought that I let you know. In case nobody told you today.
You're special.
In case nobody made you believe you're special. Well, I will always love you the same.
You're special.
I'm so glad that you're still with us. Broken, but you're still perfect.
Yes, you're special. I love you guys. And remember, tell your story. Whatever you're passionate about, do it. Stop being afraid. Come out of that box. Come out that box. Because this is the year of everything about to be flipped upside down starting this year. And your enemies get ready to get their karma. And then the Bible says, the things of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. You are the righteous. And you getting ready to get overflow, 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 overflow. There's somebody out there that's going to marry you, boo. There's somebody out there that's going to partner up with you, to want to collaborate with you. You're going to get more people who going to want to be around you. And they're going to be people of importance. And you're going to have all eyes on you. I promise you. Your pain is going to make you a millionaire, trillionaire. Going to make you famous. But you gotta come out that box, baby. Come out that box. I pray that this session has inspired you and encouraged you. And if you can identify, leave a comment below. Let me know. I love you. And I'm proud of you. Until next time, stay blessed and highly favored.